Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Rolling to his left. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, Martin, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing is Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to be a 3rd down.
The good signal calls will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. And on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 67 yards. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They'll try to run with Swift. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Singletary to get the drive started. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. The second down throw now from Stroud. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA's. From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 49. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Hurts on the move to his left. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll try and run here with Swift. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
The Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown as his guys are able to extend their lead. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for two here, he says. Hurts will throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Texans.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches wanted to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Hurts throw here into the hands of Jones. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll drop to throw. Out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, sequence there defensively. You get the sack to move him to 3rd and long. Then here, just nothing available. And he's got to throw it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift from 17 yards out. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
They weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Jordan, 75 yards. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And Stroud now to throw. This ball caught by Mechie. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. First and 10, it's Stroud. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Finding room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Stroud. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen and a set up a 3rd down.
I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation. But instead, they pulled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Texans passing game in with him right now, picking up another first. Mechie, the man in motion. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Here's a 2nd and 5. Stroud looking to throw. The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Steven. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm feeling my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. As the way it get hectic, don't let me slide up on you, no electric. You hit them like it's Tetris. You feel the way, you know you do it texting. Listen, I don't know why they mentioning beef. I don't think no one better than me. You can say what you want, but my head was so sweet. I tell them to go, then they stepping on free like for the chain that's competitive. Me making rain in your hood like I weather the streets. My label we good, I'ma get to the breach. You only as tough as your weapon could be. I done caught me a deal and I got off the block. Cause the hate and put that on the watch. Had the ice on my neck cause little shorty on hot. Here's some rappers that want me to flop. I don't care about no dissing cause none of them pop. And I'm shooting my stars off a pop. They be all on my DM like when you gon' drop. Look, it get boring just me at the top. It get boring just me at the top. I be shaking their hearts every time that I drop. Like when I walk in the spot, it's a you won't be in this if you don't make it hot like her. New deal, AP, I done signed up with Def Jam. Jay-Z got the in my left hand. Play me every time that I step them. Hate me like what? Play with the gang and you play with your life. Put a bag in your head, it don't matter the price. Put on their neck, so I got me some ice. If I'm dissing you once, I ain't saying it twice. Said I got time today, I done stepped in the field, I got time to play. And my exes are up there, time to wait. Blocking, I said I need time away. Like, what you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good on my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. That's the way it get hectic. Don't let me slide up on you, no electric. Blocking, hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way, you know you do it texting. Listen.
We got London on the
Old clubs selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Old clubs selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what running off rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a part. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor. Only one Scarface. I met her at a club. She twerk better when her heart breaks. Hey, hood, the wanna everything, yeah. I'm praying for a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy. Just for clarity. Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Down, they'll start out with Singletary. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Stroud. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. He's to the 15. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back to the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And now on the heels of the pick-6, here's their offense on the field sooner than intended, as they'll try to make it 8-0. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Now Stroud. We'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. So no gain on the 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That is caught. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Flush to his right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They run here with Singletary. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Singletary. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The ball mere inches from the right line on 3rd and goal. 6-0 our score after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Stroud keeps it. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Stroud keeps it. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. So probably no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go in the quarterback sneak. Now he's going to bring up 4th down.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Andrew Beck taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start on the ground with Swift. A strong running. And down he'll go at the 25.
That was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And got his man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 75 yards. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way down to the 39. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go right back to Singletary. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. On second down, it's Stroud. Flushed out right. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Second down throw now from Stroud. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, 54 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts, being chased out left. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The kick by Elliott is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game and down the stretch being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. DeAndre Swift, 35 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Texans. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked.
There he goes, right side. He's on his way. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, 79 yards. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a really touchdown option. You take defensively, you get your eyes on the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
Listen to it, it's in vogue in the NFL. Evaluations, the outputs want you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Stroud now on second down. It's caught downfield by Mechie. A huge play there for Houston. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And Stroud now to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. Throwing now is Stroud. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to run with Singletary. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Again, it'll be Singletary. And that one blown up quickly. As it's going to be stopped before it can even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Back to throw. Stroud. Toward the pylon, caught. They're able to hold him to 3. That leads to a 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics. Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning
yeah,
it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And this offense, this new offense, would appear they still have a few kinks to work through.
And isn't that to be expected? It's a unit that hasn't played together a real game before. So they definitely got some growing pains, Brandon. And this one, it cost them 2 points.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. On the return is Sims. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up Sackett. Here's Stroud. He'll get the hook up there to Woods. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 12 and also the third down. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Stroud looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, 71 yards. And the Texans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a give right side Swift. And he's got room. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Here's 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes him susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On second down, Swift. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Elliott is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
This is 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Now Stroud. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
And 9 at the 43-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. Hurts down to 1 knee, and that should just about do it.
incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal.